Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Jason's Art of Creation Homestead, and we got another seed haul for you. Okay, it's a smaller seed haul. Obviously, the Baker Creek seed haul was a very massive one. You'll see that link to that video in the description if you haven't already seen it. But we got some MiGardener seeds. Okay, be very cautious now. Things you see here, he may not have anymore. Okay, he may be wait list only. So if you want any seeds from MiGardener, are going to be aware. Seeds are going fast everywhere, especially people who are more popular. He would be one of those that is. Okay, and especially a small business that's more popular at that. But we've got some seeds here we bought from him before. It's been a couple of years. We got some new varieties we've never grown before. I want to show you this. We think it's really cool. They were magically packed by Victoria. It was magical, but
they were in the pack.
Yeah, they were in the pack. It's magical, so that was cool. We enjoy funny things like that. But so we got some things here we'll show you real fast. We got some spring rapini broccoli rabe. Okay, this is an Angela K thing. I don't really care. I'll eat it I'll eat it if we can get it to grow. But Angela, why'd you pick that?
Well, for one thing, it's an Italian thing, and anybody who knows me knows I love Italian food. Yeah. It's my favorite food to cook.
Well, it's not just you, me too. I'm not.
And it's an Italian thing.
Yeah.
And I'm looking so forward to mixing it with some pasta fish.
This sounds good. Yeah, it's a good vegetable to grow. It's a spring vegetable again, so if you can get things grown in spring. Like here, we garden on a very small space. Okay, we have a ½ acre lot. We use the back half of that ½ acre. So like we use about 1/3 of an acre, maybe. Ange, maybe?
Maybe.
Not, but not 1/3, probably 1/4. In reality, I mean, it's the back half of our half, so that's probably 1/4. So you gotta remember, everything we see here, we're gonna be doing on about 1/4 of an acre as well. So if you garden in a small space, you grow food in a small space, yeah, hang around and see what we do with these things. We're gonna have unique varieties of things to do and unique ways to do it. And we do it all for this as sustainable as possible on a 1/4 acre, basically, a piece of land that we're using. Because the front yard is nothing. It just doesn't. You would never guess this is back here. You never know it's back here. So we have the broccoli rabe. So we also have some black diamond melon, black diamond watermelon. If you've never had a black diamond melon before, they're absolutely delicious. There's a produce stand up here close by that has them, sells them every year. What, $6-7 a melon? I don't remember.
Yeah.
They're not cheap, but they're delicious. And
they're the best watermelon you'll ever eat.
I think it's the best watermelon we've ever had for sure. So those we've never grown before, but we want to grow them because we love to eat them. So we have, this is a fantastic variety of squash, by the way. This is the white scallop squash. White scallop squash is wonderful. We've grown them from Baker Creek before. They didn't have them this year, did they, Ange?
They were sold out.
They were sold out. Baker Creek was sold out. So Luke MiGardener here, he had them. We've seen people have them before, use his seeds before and get fantastic yield. So we're anxious to try those again. Sweet dumpling winter squash. What's to do with them, Ange?
I'm so stinking excited about them.
Angela's excited about them.
They're supposed to be one of the sweetest winter squash there is. Just a little tiny thing.
And you're so 2 pounds?
Yeah.
A pound?
You're supposed to get a ton of them.
1 pound. 1 pound.
You're supposed to get a ton of them.
Yeah.
They're great for trellising. They will trellis easily.
Good deal. Cool. So great for a small space, so they trellis well. Orange Swiss chard is our favorite Swiss chard. We love it. The chickens love it. A rabbit loves it if it's tender. So we love Swiss chard. It's a great vegetable to grow. Just to throw into stuff as well. And this one's interesting. This is a unique thing that he's got. Geranium kissed tomato. Okay, the deal with it. Okay, I'll read from the back. It's determinate, so it means it has a determined amount of tomatoes it's going to produce. So it stays short and small and doesn't need to be staked. It says it's a dwarf variety that's going to grow in a small bush-like formation that will grow to 24 to 30 inches tall. So it's really, really short for a tomato. Produces golf ball-sized fruits that are bright red with rich tomato flavor. Great for small areas and growing in pots. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Obviously, we're small space growers, and we're going to use a container to put that in. Now, the last two things we have here are two of my favorite things to do. We've never grown these varieties, but it's beans, growing dry beans. Okay, we love to grow green beans, but we also love to grow dry beans. Dry beans are highly usable and very nutritious for you, and it's great for sustainability because dry beans are great to use to cook, but also easy to get seeds from because your seeds are just your beans that are dried. Okay, so we got 4 packs of cannellini beans. I love cannellini beans.
Because they're your favorite thing.
Because they're in pasta vajole. They're in vajole, and so I love cannellinis. We also, something else we grow that's Italian variety we can't find this year. If somebody can tell me where to find them, please do. Is the borlato beans. I know Baker Creek had a variety of borlati bean, but it's not the one we grew. The flamboyant pink-looking one. We found something from Johnny Seeds that's on its way here that looks similar. I'm not sure if it's the same thing or not. It looks similar. It's called something different. But we love to grow those. Baker Creek didn't have them this year. Boo on you, Baker Creek. But cannellinis.
We still love you, Baker Creek.
Cannellinis will be a good substitute for that if we can't find them. And the pinto beans. We got 3 packs of pinto beans. Okay. Any good hillbilly needs some good pinto beans. We'd love to grow them. Oh, these are also bush varieties. Both of these are bush varieties, correct? I think they are.
Yes.
So days of maturity on this is 95 to 100 days on the pintos, and 80 to 95 days on the cannellinis. Okay, but that's just to get your dry beans. So they're not fast short growth, but they are bush varieties. If I'm mistaken, let me make sure. But they are bush varieties, and yeah. Can be treated as, this says can be treated as a bush or pole variety, so we'll see what happens there. But the cannellini says it grows up to 26 tall, so they're not going to require trellising at all. So that's what we got from MiGardener. Just keep in mind, again, we've got new life coming here. We've got unique ways to grow things on small spaces. Remember, if you're a small space grower, and tune in, okay? Come back and see what we got going on. We want to encourage you to grow as much food as possible on a small space. It is possible. It is possible to grow a lot of your own food. We have a freezer full of food. So just be aware that we're gonna have a lot of good things coming on here. Unique ways to grow things. If you're interested in that, then subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. And just keep coming back and watching these videos, okay? We love you guys. We appreciate you watching. My name is Jason, Art of Christian Homestead. Angela's behind the camera cooking supper.
Hello.
We love you guys. God bless you and goodbye.